Welcome to my next lecture video. Last class I taught derivation of shape functions for quadratic bar element. Today I am going to teach you derivation of shape functions for linear bar element. So one-dimensional elements are bar element, beam element, truss element, etc. are one-dimensional elements. These one-dimensional elements are discretized by a nodal points. So discretization means the art of subdividing a entire structure into smaller elements with equal shape and size. So this bar element is discretized by a nodal points. So the bar element is discretized by a 3 nodal points, then that bar element is known as quadratic bar element. That bar element is discretized by a 2 nodal points, then that bar element is known as linear bar element, or 2 nodal bar element or linear bar element. So what is meant by bar element? Bar element, the load act along the axis, that is axial load, then that element is known as bar element. So derivation of shape functions. So shape functions, what is meant by shape functions? So you know the finite element analysis means the entire structure is discretized by a smaller elements and the analysis is to be carried out, then that analysis is known as finite element analysis. In the finite element analysis, the input is given only at the nodal points and the output is received only at the nodal points. So there is a 2 nodal points. This is one nodal point and this is another one nodal points. So we are not able to obtain the value between the nodal points. So here we go to find the approximate value with the help of these nodal points. So that approximate value is found by using the interpolation functions or shape functions. So in other words, the relations between the element point displacement, that is the field variables, and the nodal point displacement, that is the nodal variables, are directly achieved by using the function, and this function is known as shape functions. So you know the relations, that is u equal to nq, where u is the field variables and q is the nodal variables and n is the shape functions. The characteristics of shape functions are: the shape functions have the value is unity at its own node and 0 at the other nodes. The sum of the value of shape functions of an element is equal to 1 at any point. That means n1 plus n2 plus n3 equal to 1. So these are the main properties of shape functions, and the shape functions is used to express the geometry or shape of the element. So here derivation of shape functions for linear bar element in global coordinate systems. Normally coordinate systems are 3 types. One is global coordinate system, local coordinate systems, and natural coordinate systems. Global coordinate system means the points in the structure is defined by a coordinate system is known as global coordinate systems. Local coordinate system means in the finite element analysis the separate coordinates is used for each element and it is very much useful for determining the element properties, but for the final equations we use the global coordinate system. And third one is the natural coordinate system. The natural coordinate system is used to define the inside point of the element by a set of dimensionless number, that is psi. The range between the dimensionless number is minus 1 to 1 and the magnitude of that value is never exceed unity. And the natural coordinate systems is mainly used for assembling a stiffness matrix. So here derivation of shape functions for linear bar element in global coordinate systems. So consider a linear bar element. u1 and u2 are the displacements of node 1 and 2. So consider this is node 1, this is node 2, this is one element. This element is discretized by 2 nodal points, and displacement at nodal point 1 is known as u1 and displacement at nodal point 2 is u2. The total distance is L. So here the 2 displacement, therefore here we consider it is a 2 degrees of freedom. That's why here we use the interpolation functions is u equal equal to a0 plus a1 x, where a0 and a1 are the global or generalized coordinates. So here there is a 2 degrees of freedom or 2 displacement, therefore here I use the 2 generalized coordinates a0 and a1, therefore u equal to a0 plus a1 x. But in the quadratic bar element there is a 3 degrees of freedom, that is u1, u2, u3, that is the 3 displacement functions, therefore there we use the polynomial functions is u equal to a0 plus a1 x plus a2 x square. But here the linear bar element, the polynomial functions is, that is the interpolation function is u equal to a0 plus a1 x. So this is equation 1, and this equation 1 is right in the matrix form. So therefore here a0 and a1 1 x. So here I go to write in the matrix form. And the boundary conditions are, at node 1 x equal to 0, u equal to u1, at node 2 x equal to L and u equal to u2. Apply boundary condition 1 in equation 1. So here x equal to 0, therefore put x equal to 0 in equation 1. So x equal to 0, therefore u equal to u1, a0 equal to u1. So apply boundary, so therefore here x equal to 0, therefore u equal to a0. This is equation 3. And apply boundary condition 2 in equation 1. So boundary condition 2 is x equal to L, u equal to u2. Therefore u equal to u2 equal to a0 plus a1 L. That is equation 4. And next one. So here write the equation 3 and 4 in matrix form. Therefore u1 u2 equal to u1 u2 equal to, so simply we write like this, then you can easily understand. U1 equal to a0, a x equal to 0, therefore plus 0, that is u1 equal to a0. Therefore the write in matrix form, equation 3 and 4 is right in matrix form. U1 u2 equal to a1 1 0 and 1 L. So 1 L, a0 a1. So here, so you take a0 a1, this matrix in either side, that will become a inverse. So 1 0 1 L of inverse matrix u1 u2. So inverse matrix, we know how to find inverse matrix. So inverse formula is, we know B11, I already told you, B11, B12, B21, B22 inverse equal to, that is 1 by determinant of matrix B, we consider this is matrix B, adjoint of matrix B. So determinant means 1 by B11, B22 minus B21, B12, and adjoint is interchange the diagonal element B22 B11 and put minus sign of other values, minus B21. Okay, so therefore the determinant is 1 into L minus 1 into 0 0, and interchange the diagonal values L 1 minus 0 minus 1. So minus 0, that's why I simply put 0. So simplify 1 by L and bring this 1 by L inside the matrix and simplify it. So L cancel, 1 by L, 0 by L, minus 1 by L, 1 by L. So L cancel, therefore 1 0 by any number equal to 0, minus 1 by L, 1 by L. So a0 by a1, a0 a1 equal to 1 0 minus 1 by L, 1 by L, u1 u2. That is equation 5. So substitute equation 5 in equation 2. So equation 2, here we go to substitute this a0 a1, matrix a0 a1 in equation 2. Therefore u equal to 1x 1 0 minus 1 L, 1 by L, u1 u2, and multiply these two matrix. So this is a 1 by 2 matrix, this is 2 by 2 matrix. So once we multiply 1 by 2 matrix and 2 by 2 matrix, we get 1 by 2 matrix. 1 by 2 means this is row column. So this is row and this is column. So here 1 row 2 column, this is 1 by 2 matrix. This is 2 row 2 column. So 2 by 2 matrix. This is row, this is column. So once we multiply, we will get 1 by 2 matrix. Therefore we multiply 1 into 1 1, x into minus 1 by L minus x by L. Therefore 1 minus x by L. 1 into 1 plus x into minus 1 by L, so 1 minus x by L, and another one 1 into 0 0 x into 1 by L, that is x by L. So this is 1 by 2 matrix. So I already told you, once we multiply 1 by 2 matrix into 2 by 2 matrix, we will get 1 by 2 matrix. So this is 1 by 2 matrix, u1 u2. So we know u equal to n1 n2 u1 u2. So u equal to n1 u1 plus n2 u2. This is the interpolation functions, where n1 and n2 are the shape functions. So n1 equal to 1 minus x by L, n2 equal to x by L. This is the shape functions for linear bar element by using a global coordinates systems. And next class I will teach derivation of shape functions for linear bar element by using a natural coordinates systems. Thank you.